Welcome to our video on the Maldives and the rising sea levels, where we explore the pressing challenges faced by this stunning low-lying nation. As one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change, the Maldives is grappling with rising ocean levels that threaten its very existence. From coastal erosion to saltwater intrusion, we will delve into the myriad impacts these changes have on the environment and economy, as well as the vital efforts the Maldives is undertaking in adaptation and advocacy on the global stage. Join us as we uncover the nation's journey towards achieving carbon neutrality and protecting its unique natural heritage. 1. Low-lying nation. The Maldives is truly a unique wonder of the world, but it faces a daunting challenge due to its low elevation. With an average height of only 1.5 meters above sea level, it holds the title of the world's lowest-lying country. This makes the Maldives extremely susceptible to even the slightest increase in sea levels. Imagine living in a place where the highest point is barely enough to stand on a ladder and touch the sky. This precarious positioning puts the entire nation at risk, as even minor changes in the ocean's height can have drastic consequences. This vulnerability is not just a geographical curiosity, it is a real and pressing concern for the people who call the Maldives home. 2. Rising ocean threat. The looming threat of rising sea levels casts a long shadow over the Maldives' future. Scientific studies have painted a grim picture. If global sea levels rise by just 1 meter, most of the Maldives' 1,200 islands could be swallowed by the ocean. This scenario would displace over 500,000 people, turning them into instant climate refugees. It's akin to living on the edge of a cliff, knowing that a single step back could mean disaster. The islanders face the harsh reality that their beautiful homeland might one day exist only in memories and photographs. 3. Coastal erosion. Coastal erosion is a silent yet relentless enemy for the Maldives. As sea levels rise and storms grow fiercer, the island's coastlines are gradually being eaten away. This erosion reduces the available land for housing, agriculture, and tourism, the very backbone of the Maldivian economy. Picture a sandcastle slowly crumbling as waves lap at its base. This is the reality for the Maldivian shores. The shrinking landmass poses a direct threat to the livelihoods of the islanders, forcing them to adapt or lose everything. 4. Saltwater intrusion. Saltwater intrusion is another insidious problem linked to rising sea levels. As the ocean encroaches further inland, freshwater supplies become contaminated with salt. This makes it increasingly difficult for Maldivians to access clean drinking water and maintain arable land for farming. Imagine trying to quench your thirst with seawater. It's an impossible task. The contamination of freshwater resources complicates daily life and threatens food security, adding another layer of difficulty to an already challenging situation. 5. Coral reef protection. The Maldives' coral reefs are not just a tourist attraction, they are a crucial line of defense against storm surges. These vibrant underwater ecosystems help to buffer the islands from the ocean's fury. However, warming waters and coral bleaching are weakening this natural shield. It's like a knight losing his armor in the midst of battle. Without healthy coral reefs, the islands become even more vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. The degradation of these reefs is a dire warning that the Maldives cannot afford to ignore. 6. Economic impact. Tourism is the lifeblood of the Maldivian economy, contributing around 30% of the country's GDP. However, rising seas pose a significant threat to this vital industry. Coastal erosion and damage to marine ecosystems such as coral reefs can deter tourists, leading to a potential economic downturn. Imagine a bustling marketplace suddenly deserted. This is the fear that grips the Maldivian tourism sector. The beauty of the Maldives draws visitors from around the world, but this allure is at risk if the natural landscape continues to deteriorate. 7. Adaptation effort. In response to these challenges, the Maldives is taking proactive steps to adapt. One such effort is the creation of artificial islands, like the man-made island of Hulhumalay. Elevated above current sea levels, these islands aim to provide a safe haven for citizens threatened by rising oceans. It's a bit like building a fortress on higher ground to escape an advancing flood. These adaptation projects demonstrate the resilience and innovation of the Maldivian people as they fight to preserve their way of life. 8. Carbon neutral goal. Despite contributing less than 0.01% of global emissions, the Maldives has pledged to become carbon neutral. This commitment underscores the nation's dedication to global climate action. It's akin to the smallest voice in a choir singing the loudest note. The Maldives' efforts serve as an inspiring example for other nations, showing that even those with minimal contributions to climate change can lead the charge in addressing its impacts. This goal reflects the island nation's determination to secure a sustainable future. 9. Political advocacy. The Maldivian leaders have become vocal advocates for urgent global action on climate change. Figures like former President Mohamed Nasheed have used dramatic gestures, such as holding underwater cabinet meetings, to draw international attention to the crisis. These acts are like sending up a flare in a dark night, signaling the need for immediate help. The political advocacy from the Maldives serves as a reminder that the impacts of climate change are not just theoretical but are happening now, demanding immediate and coordinated action.